Right now, in a museum in Karachi, there's an object no one can read, a tiny carved seal covered in symbols. Nobody knows what it says. Nobody knows what language it is. And the people who made it? Gone. Overnight, not over centuries. They just stopped. And the craziest part is, they were not struggling. They were thriving. Meet the Indus Valley Civilization. You probably skipped over it in school. Egypt got the pyramids. Rome got the movies. But the Indus Valley, bigger than both of them. Around 2500 BCE, it stretched across what is now Pakistan and northwest India, home to 5 million people. The largest civilization on Earth at the time. And here is what nobody talks about. Their cities were insane. Mohenjo-Daro had street grids so precise, so perfectly laid out, that modern urban planners still study them. Every house had running water. Covered sewage drains ran beneath every street, technology that Europe would not touch for another 3,000 years. The bricks were standardized, same size, same ratio, across hundreds of miles of territory. Think about what that requires: communication, organization, a system so embedded it ran itself. No palaces, no royal tombs, no giant statues of kings, no weapons caches, no army, just 5 million people living in clean, well-planned, well-fed cities. Equal access to water for rich and poor alike. And then, somewhere around 1800 BCE, silence. The streets empty. The fires go cold. No one comes back. For decades, archaeologists blamed invasion. Mortimer Wheeler looked at skeletons left unburied in the streets of Mohenjo-Daro and said, "Warriors did this. Outsiders swept in and destroyed everything. Tidy explanation, clean narrative." Except it was wrong. The skeletons showed no arrowheads, no mass graves, no burned buildings, and genetic research published in 2019 confirmed that the outside populations Wheeler blamed arrived after the cities were already empty. Not before. Whatever happened, nobody attacked them. So what actually killed them? The sky moved. Geologist Liviu Gheosan spent years reconstructing what the ancient rivers looked like. What he found was this: the monsoon shifted. Slowly, invisibly, the rainfall patterns that had fed the Indus region for centuries began drifting eastward. Rivers changed course. The Ghaggar Hakra, once a powerful waterway feeding dozens of cities, began to dry up. The harvests got smaller. The wells got lower. Season by season, almost imperceptibly, the land stopped supporting 5 million people. And so they left. Not all at once. Family by family. Village by village. A slow bleed eastward toward the Ganges, where rain still fell. The cities were not destroyed. They were abandoned, drained of people one quiet season at a time, until the streets were empty and no one was left to sweep them. But here is the part that haunts researchers. The knowledge did not survive the migration. The script, gone. The standardized bricks, gone. The drainage systems, the urban planning, the trade networks, all of it evaporated with the cities. Whatever had been learned over 1,000 years of civilization did not get carried to the new settlements. It just stopped being practiced, stopped being taught, stopped being known. By the time British engineers arrived in the 1800s, they were pulling bricks out of these ancient mounds to use as railway ballast. They had no idea they were dismantling cities older than anything they had ever imagined. A civilization that had solved sewage before Greece existed. Forgotten so completely, it became construction material. Now, here is where it lands on you. Your world runs on systems you cannot see and could not replace. The food on your table tonight crossed a dozen countries. The water from your tap flows through infrastructure nobody fully understands anymore. The energy powering the screen in your hand is generated by interlocking systems so complex that no single person holds the complete picture. You are dependent on invisible networks, exactly like they were. They did not know the monsoon was shifting. They did not feel the rivers moving until the wells ran dry.
By the time the pattern was clear, the collapse was already done. The civilization did not vanish overnight. It just unraveled so quietly that by morning it was already gone. And the sealed script sitting in that museum in Karachi, still unread, still waiting. 5 million people lived and built and ate and loved and thought. And we have no idea what any of them believed, feared, or said to each other at the end. That silence is the most unsettling thing they left behind,